For this Kitbash video review, we're going to take a look at DC Multiverse by Mcfarlane Toys. This is the gold label Red Hood. Okay, so before we dismount the action figure from the motorbike, that motorbike is from the Mcfarlane Toys Pattison Batman. Okay, so let's move on. So this is my own interpretation of the Red Hood, not basing on any comic book adaptation or animated series adaptation. It's just going to be my version. So let's do a quick 360 view of this action figure. And this time, let's put the face mask down. Okay. So as for the host action figure that the new materials come from, it's going to be from this Mcfarlane Toys Spawn action figure. Okay, so it's just going to be the arms, the coat, and the pistol and ammunition belt. The face cover is nothing fancy. Any red old shirt would do. So just cut a piece and make a knot and tie it around the face, and that's it. As for the handsets, those belong to G.I. Joe Classified Series Recondo. Dismantling or taking apart a Mcfarlane Toys action figure is just very easy. So the arms could easily be pulled off. The entire leg could easily be pulled off, but for items that are glued on, for example the belt, or items that are pegged on like the handsets, so you would need a hair dryer. So why did I take this Spawn action figure apart and gave parts to my Red Hood action figure? Because it has little to almost bare articulation points. The figure is very rigid, even if it looks okay. So I just decided to give the parts that I wanted to put on a Red Hood action figure. So as for the belt, instead of gluing it on the man briefs, it is a floating piece, because the nice thing about this particular Red Hood action figure is it's a very nicely articulated action figure. For the body, the waistline, the legs, so gluing this pistol belt is not an option for me, because take a look at that kind of pose. So instead of changing, I was thinking of taking off or replacing the boots. I just retained them. So the coat also acts like a figure stand. Take a look at that. So with regards to sockets on the arms, I did not put on the extra arm material, which is red. That is part of this action figure. Anyway, that arm socket material did not fit this section of the Red Hood body. Plus, if you snap it in, you won't need it anyway, because the coat really covers up that section and gives more articulation to the action figure. So this is a more playable action figure compared to its host, and I gave the Red Hood figure the gold label version with the unmasked head new life. So instead of once again hunting for action figures this new year and stressing out my credit cards, I'd rather play with the figures that I already have on board. Plus, this is not the only Red Hood action figure that I kitbashed. So I have two Red Hood action figures on board. This is the second one that I made modifications to. Okay, so the parts on this action figure, if you take a look at it, it seems to be stock version, but take a look at the handsets. So those belong to G.I. Joe classified series. So with the foot of the action figure, that belongs to a Cobra Viper. So with just little amount of heat using a hair dryer, snap out the handsets, snap out the foot of the action figure, and replace parts. So this jacket belonged to this action figure, so with the arms. Actually, this action figure belongs or borders, or actually it does not border, but it is a 1:12 scale action figure. Once you take off the foot and the arms, so take a look at the proportions. So this is my big boa, my Kitbash big boa action figure. Anyway, regardless whether it's kitbashed or what, it still belongs to the G.I. Joe classified series scale. And when I replaced the parts that I mentioned, I was surprised that this actually is a 1:12 scale action figure. So once again, this is my personal adaptation of a mask version of Red Hood. Well, actually, this is also masked because of the soft goods material. But for this version, it is my own personal adaptation, not based on any animated series or comic book material. It's just how I want my Red Hood action figure to look like. Okay, so once again, a 360 of the figure. So we have a knife, a Desert Eagle 50AE pistol, which comes from Action Force Valoverse, and those thigh accessories, the holster, and the grenade pouch on the left thigh belongs to G.I. Joe classified series. So with the forearm guards or bracers, the hands, and the foot. And just like the other Red Hood action figure, you could mount it on a motorbike too. So this is a Marvel Legends Black Widow motorbike in 1:12 scale actually. So as you could see, no problem fitting this figure on that bike. It's scaled properly. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.